I think it's an excellent idea to have a conclave of this nature for experts from the development sector to come together and exchange views. I think it's an excellent opportunity for students of rural management to get to understand what is actually happening in the development sector to supplement whatever they have learned in their theoretical classes and to understand from a practitioner's perspective. Similarly, I think from the practitioner's perspective, it's a very good idea to interact with fresh young minds and to understand, to respond to their queries, to understand their new ideas and thought processes. Development has to be all-encompassing. It has to happen in rural as well as urban areas. But I think considering that India is a predominantly rural and an agrarian economy, I think if India needs to develop, it has to start from rural areas, and a core thrust area has to be rural development. They are the real managers of the future. I think children are the future in any case. With institutes like KSRM and KIIT, if they're able to imbibe the real needs of rural India at this formative stage in their, in their lives and in their careers, I think it's a great step forward, because these are the students who are going to go forward and become professionals and become practitioners in their own right, and I think they are the future of the country. Development without sustainability is not really development. I think that is what I would say in a nutshell. And as the term sustainable implies, it is something that has to continue. It is a legacy that gets carried forward way beyond what any one of us can look at. And I think the only thing that I would add is that in addition to sustainable development, the other thing that we've got to add is scalability, because the magnitude of the issues and the challenges that we are faced with is so large that unless and until we have something which is sustainable as well as scalable, we're not really going to create real impact. These things are cyclical in nature. And without getting into any commentary on the current state of things or on the political aspect of things, I think what I would like to say is that I retain a lot of positivity and optimism in the system as a whole. I mean, economies go through ups and downs. I mean, we may be going through a temporary slowdown, but we are still, one of the fastest growing economies in the world. And I think if we take the right steps, what we need to look at is not what is happening today, but what are the steps that we're going to take in order to build a better, a more sustainable, and a more, progressive future.